Yesterday on Election Brief, the NDC Deputy General Secretary made some comments regarding alleged plans to rig the election in December. And we issue a disclaimer on this matter, but the Interior Ministry has a response. I'm joined on the line by the Minister for Interior, Henry Korte. Honorable Minister, you're welcome to the Pulse here on Joy News.
Well, thank you very much.
And you want to react to the allegation made by the Deputy NDC General Secretary, Mustafa Bandi.
Yes, first of all, let me say good afternoon to you, your cherished viewers and listeners.
Thank you.
And also on social media. And before I say so, let me say, without any doubt at all, that for democracy to thrive in any part of the world, it is imperative to ensure that the media is allowed to observe and freedom of speech. In other words, we say freedom of association, freedom of speech and movement. However, it is also important for us to be very circumspect in our choice of words. Now, yesterday, you had the occasion to interview the Deputy General Secretary of the NDC, Mr. Mustafa Bandi. And in the interview, he is heard to have made a categorical statement on your platform that myself, Henry Korte, which he mentioned, the Minister of the Interior, the Deputy IGP, and he mentions DNR. First of all, I would have thought that as a Deputy General Secretary of a major political party, a leading political party, he would have known that there's nothing like DNR anymore. So let me educate him.
Right.
There is nothing like DNR. It is called NIB, the National Investigations Bureau. First point of correction. Number two, he alleges that we have met, and the purpose of our meeting is to rig elections. I think, once again, this statement is very, very unfortunate, coming from a Deputy General Secretary of a big political party like the NDC. He is making a very wild allegation. He is inciting the public. And I, unfortunately, will have to say that your platform was used. So perhaps you have to get him to retract, because I'll be waiting. If he doesn't do so, then I'll seek legal redress for him to show, beyond all reasonable doubt, proof that the Interior Minister, in fact, for his correction again, is Director National Investigations Bureau, NIB. I think it's National Intelligence, rather, sorry, my apologies. National Intelligence Bureau, and the Deputy IGP planning to rig elections. He goes on to ask Gabiochidato to it. This cannot continue. I have said severally, and I'll repeat again, that Mr. President is very clear in his mind that he wants to leave the country the way he met it. He's a lawyer, and he doesn't think that the best way to win elections is to be violent. In any case, if President Akufo-Addo had wanted to come into power through violence, the proper time, the best time for him to have done that was in 2012, when he said no, though he believes that he won election, he doesn't think we have to hit on the street, but rather go to a court of a competent jurisdiction for sale to be decided there. And you will recall that we went to court. When I say we, the NPP led by then the flag bearer of NPP to court several months, which the president goes there himself and the vice president, and that is where the you and I were not there.
Right.
We sat patiently throughout, and when the result or the ruling was made, I asked the president again. He said, though I disagree with the decision, in the interest of the country, I accept the decision of the courts, of the competent jurisdiction.
Right.
And that is where he told all supporters of NPP, the courts have spoken. And so that's it. Let's move on.
Right.
Don't you think that today, when you say the same, you say that this same person who was then campaigning or had campaigned and thought that he's won election, and by all standards, when we went to court, it was clear. That is when you should have rigged the election. That is when you should have gotten boys to hit on the street. Now that is exiting. He wants to rig elections. He wants to create violence. It's rather unfortunate. And I think that this goes to the senior members of political parties. Let us be careful what we say. We have only one country, it's Ghana. After all, what is the big deal? People are going to exercise their franchise. And I've said, I'll repeat again, Mr. President is clear in his mind. He wants to leave the Ghana that he met, probably in a better place or
better shape
than he left it, than he met it.
Right.
So, as an interior minister, I've said it severally, and I'll say it again on this platform. We will hand over power peacefully. There will be a peaceful transition. If, and I use the word if, the good people of this country decide that they want change. There is no way that NPP is going to hold on to power if the people speak. When the people vote and they say, hey, NPP, well, of all the things that you've done for us, free education, free SHS, infrastructure development, NHS, all these things. If people think that, look, they want us to go, yes, we will hand over peacefully. But, and I repeat, but, so long as we live and we remain in power, and the security apparatus and architecture of this country remain, nobody, and I say, nobody will misbehave in this country. If they do, we will let the law deal with them. This kind of questioning work must stop, and they have to stop.
Right.
People have to campaign on their campaign promises and whatever, and then people will vote for them. We will not sit and watch people take the law into their own hands. It will not happen. So if Mustafa Ban thinks that he's preferring an army to create violence, then he should be ready, because he said we should be ready. The security architecture will be ready for him. That I can assure him.
All right. Honorable,
there will be no violence. Anybody who attempts to will respect it.
All right.
People will go and vote. And when they vote, whoever wins, hallelujah. But not before then. Or rather, before then. Nobody should threaten anybody in this country. Why?
I appreciate the intervention, but let me also put on record that on the show yesterday, the host issued a disclaimer, distancing 3 days ago, distancing multimedia from that allegation because we couldn't verify it. The Interior Minister, Henry Kote, thank you so much for your intervention here on the post.